Hello students, how are you all? I think you are fine, you are good. Today I was arranging my table and from the table I got this. Can you see what this is? Yes, this is a notice. Actually a piece of cake for us because it gives us 4 marks in our public examination if we can write a perfect notice. Isn't it a piece of cake for us? Definitely yes, right? So today we are going to discuss what? We are going to discuss how to write a notice. Yes, correct. You have already studied it in 10th standard, 11th standards. So this is just a recalling of what you have already studied. So try to recollect all those information that is there in your brain. First question, what is a notice? Why are you making notices? A notice is an announcement, isn't it? So what is the difference between a notice and a message? Both are announcement, both are giving us some information. So notice is an announcement, or it is giving information for a mass of people, right? A group of people, and messages for 1 or 2 people. So that is a notice, an announcement made or an information give for a group of people, for a mass of people. So that is notice, isn't it? So in our examination, CBSE public examination, you will get 4 marks. Remember another question? 4-mark question? Advertisement. Yes. The same marking scheme goes for this notice too. So what was that marking scheme? 1 mark for format, 2 marks for what? Content, and another 1 mark for expression. What expression? Showing your faces and all. No, not that expression. Your language, your grammar and your spelling. So that is the way you have to write a notice. You have to remember all these things. Format. What can be the format for a notice? You know, but I will repeat once again. So what is the first thing you have to write? You have to write the title. What is the title? The person or the authority who is issuing the notice. Okay, the authority who issues the notice. That organization's name should be there as the title. Should be in the middle of the page. XYZ public school, or ABC public school, or Lions Club, or literary club. So whoever be the authority who is issuing the notice, their name should be there in the title. And below that, yes, notice, and all the letters NOTICE should be in uppercase. And below that, towards the left hand corner of the page, what you have to write? Definitely you have to write the date. How to write? Which date you have to write? Which date? That particular date when you are writing the notice. If it is your examination, write that particular exam days. Today it is what day? Yes, today your class goes on. Yes, 3rd July 2020. So what date you have to write? 3rd July or July 3rd 2020. And next line, what you have to write in the next line? Towards the middle of the page, again you will write another title. So that title will be the topic of the notice. Where will you find that topic? You can find that topic in the question. So there will be a question like, you are Amit or Amita of XYZ public school, Guruvayur. Your school is conducting a literary competition. In the school literary competition, write a notice without exceeding 50 words. So the topic is given there. What is the topic? Purpose of notice is you are giving an announcement of a literary competition. So literary competition will be the title. That title should not be a lengthy one. A short, crispy title is enough. Okay, now you wrote everything. What all things you wrote? The authorizing issuing persons means organization's name. Then you wrote notice and in the left hand corner you wrote the date, then you wrote the topic as the heading. Now you are going to write the notice. Remember one thing, the word limit for a 4-mark question is 50 words. So you need not write so many words and so much. Okay, no need of writing everything, each and everything, whatever that comes to your brain, your mind. So confide it. But definitely remember, you have to write 5 things in that. Definitely 5 points should be there in the notice. What all are those 5 points? You have to mention the date, day, time, venue and duration of the program that you are going to announce through that notice. Once again, you have to mention the date, day, then time, venue and duration. So how to write a notice? You can start writing like this. Watch. This is to inform you that our school is going to conduct a literary competition on date. You are writing the notice on 3rd July. So let the competition be on 10th July. So on 10th July day, let it be a Saturday. So 10th July, Saturday at 2 p.m. in our school auditorium, and it will be conducted, the program will be till 4 p.m. on that particular day. So all the 5 things you give. That duration part, if you want, you can avoid. It's not a compulsory one. It's not a must one. But date and time and venue should be given. It is a must in a notice. So you have to mention the program, you have to mention the day, you have to mention the date, you have to mention the time and the venue. These 5 things are compulsory in a notice. So remember, recall what all things we wrote. Issuing authority as the title heading. Then we wrote what? Notice, N-O-T-I-C-E. In the next line towards the left hand corner we wrote the date, that exam date. Then in the next line towards the middle of the page you wrote the topic of the notice. Then you are writing the notice. No need of filling the notice with too much information, because remember your word limit is 50 words alone. 50 words only. So write that, but include day, date, time, venue and if possible duration too. After including and closing, because after including all these informations, after writing all this information in your notice, towards the end, towards the bottom left hand side, what you have to write is the person who is giving that announcement. So you are Amit or Amida, the head boy of XYZ Public School, Guruvayur. So what is your position? Head boy. So you have to write the name, then in bracket head boy, H-E-A-D-B-O-Y, head boy, your position. After writing all these things, you know now what you have to do? Take a pencil, a scale and enclose all these things in a box. Now your notice is ready. You are going to get 4 marks for this notice. So hope that you understood how to write a notice. Remember, format has 1 mark. This issuing authority, then notice, then date, then topic, then the position of the person who is giving this announcement, and the box is a part of the format. So you are going to get 1 mark for all these things. Then content. Remember what all things you have to include in the content: the event, the day, the date, the time, the venue and if possible the duration too. So that goes as the content, and 1 mark goes for expression. Expression in the sense the vocabulary that you are using there, the grammatically correct sentences that you are going to use there, all these things comes under expression. So 1 mark for that expression too. So if you can write all these things perfectly, definitely you will bag 4 marks for this notice. Hope you understood. So till we meet in our next session, bye bye.